Finally found the spot. Come on, buddy. I finally found the spot. Come on, buddy.
Good morning, or good afternoon, good night, wherever we find you. It is June 25th, day 24 of our trip to Alaska, and we find ourselves in Montana.
Yesterday we were in Idaho at a pretty cool dispersed campsite that we found. We were looking at the map and after some recommendations decided to go up through Montana over to Glacier National Park, cross the border from Glacier into Canada from there versus going through Idaho, and we're super excited that we did because we have found ourselves a lovely campsite here in Montana.
We rolled into this area about 6:30, 7 o'clock last night, and the first spot we rolled up to, it was pretty small. There was only one spot. It just didn't feel like the right move, so we decided to go to the next spot. The next spot was completely full. There wasn't a ton of spots at that location.
And that spot was about an hour drive from the first spot that we checked.
So then we had to make a move on where we were going to look next, and the next spot was another hour north. So we scooted down the road another 50 or so miles, and so the next spot we went to, we drove down the road and the road just stopped, and it was a no-go. So at this point, Jess is looking on satellites just to see. If you look on a satellite view, you can see where Forest Service roads are and where there might be some space to pull your van in. At this point, we're getting a little desperate. It's getting late, and we're also in an area we don't know much about. We saw a sign for Soup Creek and turned down the road, and there were signs saying no fireworks, fire permit required, very like signs that you would see at a campground. So we just continue to drive, and at this point we don't have any service. We're just going strictly off of a in and out satellite view. We drove for 3 miles down an unpaved road, a lot of potholes, and we just kind of slowly made our way back here, and it wasn't looking very promising. We were thinking we were going to roll up on some sort of like an area where they might be doing logging or something like that. About 20 minutes into the drive back here, we rolled up on Soup Creek Campground. There was only one other person here. We have a spot directly on the creek. The trees are absolutely beautiful, tall, some of the tallest pines we've ever seen, and it's crazy when you just... Last night it wasn't looking very promising. Jess just said earlier she was thinking we were gonna have to stop on the side of the road and just get through the night, and next thing you know, you're in paradise. So we could not be more stoked on where we're at, and we're gonna actually chill here for the full day and stay another night. But yeah, before we move forward, we just want to send a massive thank you to our friend Eric for all the hospitality, the tour guiding. We did it all. He took us to float the Boise River, and we happened to be the only people on the river. I think we saw maybe 2 other people, and from what he said, it gets pretty packed in the summer. So we did some putt-putt. I beat his ass. He did get me on the second 18. I'll give him that. Got on some Lime scooters for the first time and did what they call the green belt around the Boise area. It goes all around the river into the college. We saw Boise Stadium, the blue field, which was really cool for me. You just see that growing up, and to see it in person was really cool. And the city of Boise was beautiful. It's clean. It's adventure forward. You could tell they really care about nature and getting outside. And Eric was telling us all this leading up to the trip, and it could not be more true. And one thing Eric was talking about the whole trip was going to the Sawtooth Mountains and going to Stanley, Idaho to see the bench lakes. So he packed up his rig, got his tent, we loaded the van up, and we headed 3 hours outside of Boise to Stanley, Idaho. We found ourselves a cool dispersed campsite, and we stayed 3 nights. We did some hiking. On the second to last day, he took us to the bench lakes, and as you guys saw in the previous episode, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, just, you're 8,000 feet up, you're climbing up rocks. Otto did amazing. We were 4 miles in. The altitude was getting to me for sure. And you come up across these rocks and you're thinking you're just gonna kind of tumble off the other side, and there's just a flat lake. Water as clear as the Bahamas. And super, super cold, but absolutely beautiful. You could see right to the bottom. Something out of a movie. And Eric was hyping it up all week, and it delivered times 10. And from what we've heard, you can only get to that spot if you know a local. So we feel very lucky. Once again, thanks, Eric. If you're watching this, we appreciate you so much. You're the best tour guide Boise has. Sign him up.
Adventures by Eric.
And we'll see you down the road, brother. So today we are going to do some cleaning of the van, chill, maybe jump in the river. It's freezing. I went last night. It was like ice.
We'll insert the photo
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah, there you go. So we're currently on our way to Canada, and we're going to stop in Glacier.
In looking to decide our route, where to cross over, we found, I don't know how I didn't see this, I guess probably because I wasn't really looking at crossing from Montana. There's a road called Chief Mountain Highway, and we're going to take that to cross border into Canada. And Chief is our dog who passed away in 2022. When we were looking at the map and saw one of the checkpoints to cross was Chief Mountain Highway, it's like, oh, well, that made our decision for us. We're definitely going to Glacier, and that's where we'll be crossing into Canada.
So as we sit today, it's Thursday, June 25th. There's a lot of rain coming this way, all the way up into Banff. So we're going to kind of slow down, find a campsite in Glacier tomorrow, maybe stay there for a couple nights or move a little bit more into Glacier, and then try to cross the border maybe Monday, Tuesday when it clears up. We don't really want to cross the border when it's raining. We want to be able to fully experience it. We're in no rush, fair weather travelers. So yeah, that's the plan. It could all change. Let's get into the day. Let's have a nice lay day right in the tall pines.
Tall pines.